Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Ruth.
So, agents, today we are here with my staging consultant, and I wanted to get her tips for how you can improve your business. I want to strongly recommend you find somebody that you can work with, like Kelly, who can help your sellers prepare for the sale. One thing that happens often when a realtor goes into a seller's still their home at that point. Um, and Kelly, I say it like that because I go by the adage, and so do many. You buy a home, you sell a house, and we do that to kind of help remove some of the emotion from the seller
Yes,
side.
yes.
So once it goes on the market, it's a commodity, it's a thing. It's not
Hmm.
all that it's been to them, and that language kind of helps that happen. But as they're trying to prepare to sell it and they don't know what to do, and you as the realtor, if you come in and you say, "Oh, take those drapes down. Ugh, get rid of that couch. There's way too much furniture in this room." Now they hate you. And so it can put you in a very awkward position. The other thing is, I don't know about anybody else, but I've gone to listing appointments and I have given them all that I had, and then they've used it and paid somebody else for selling their house. So this helps avoid that as well. So Kelly, can you talk a little about how maybe a time or two that you feel like you've really helped an agent do their job?
Yeah, and part of it is tag teaming, but to your point, you don't always say all the little, get into all the little nitty-gritty things that I get into on
Yeah.
my homework list that I give after my first
Also, you're better
visit.
at it than I am. I will fully
Well,
admit
I
that.
am
And
very gentle. I will never be, critical or harsh. And again, it is an emotional thing, change, moving, all of that. And I try to take that into consideration and just tell them I'm giving you a list with what I feel like with my professional experience is going to make your house look its best for pictures and for showings, and then potentially get you the best dollar when you sell. So you can choose what you're doing on this list, but this is my professional opinion of what you need. So there have been many houses where there is way too much furniture, where there's toys everywhere, where, counters and dressers and vanity tops are just cluttered and full, and that's how you live. And what, like we've talked about before, how you live and how you stage are not the same thing. They're really truly almost opposite. So you're trying to declutter, you're trying to depersonalize, make it as appealing to the masses as possible. And if you can get your client thinking along those lines, it makes it a little bit easier. The other thing that makes it sometimes easier to sell doing all this work is they're going to have to do it sometime anyway when they move. So why not take the time now, get the space looking like it should, purge, get rid of things that you've been holding on to. This is your opportunity to just have that kind of fresh, clean, new start when you move into your new home. So if you look at it from that perspective, sometimes that's helpful as well.
yeah, and one of the things I used to say before I had your you as a buffer was I would say I don't like to use the word declutter because it's not necessarily clutter, and it's certainly
Mhm.
not clutter to them. Even
Yes.
if it is clutter to them, let's face it, they don't want to hear it from somebody else.
Yeah.
So I would say pre-pack,
Yes.
and I'd say we're going to take all your treasures and prepare them for their next home.
Yep.
And that's a much gentler way to look at the process that has to be
Mhm.
done. And then I would say, and on your way to packing those treasures, there's things that you're going to look at and say, do I really love this anymore? Do I really need it? Do I want it? And then it either goes in the donate pile or the trash pile. So you've got those three things, and you can do it all simultaneously.
And
And
I've had
then,
people who afterwards say, "Oh my gosh, I wish I would have done this years ago. It feels so good. I'm going to try to live like this in my next house." So it is a
yes,
cleansing process as well.
it is. And when, I think when you have, we all get very used to our surroundings.
Mhm.
When you have somebody, a stranger, come in and help you see what's there, I think it just changes everything. And, you know, a lot of times I hear this, well, I know what to do. I know what I need to do. Do you though? Do you really? Probably not. So, so for me, for my business, bringing Kelly in has made a tremendous difference. Um, she's able to act as a buffer. She is a pro. There's a whole lot that I can see and I can know, but she takes it to another level. She, you know, for instance, could never dress a bookshelf. I have no idea. I can say, you have too much furniture in here. Take that piece out. Take that piece out. But those details, I can never. That's just not my talent, and it's yours. And when I walk in and
I
stop
love to do it.
and Kelly has been there, it's like, oh. When I first walked into this house, I thought it's never gonna get in the right shape, and I'm often very surprised how it looks when I show up for pictures. And people are really happy too. I think your gentle way of helping them is really important because it's a hard thing to do to sell your house. It's hard in so many ways. And one of those ways is bringing strangers in to let them judge you.
Mm-hmm.
And so if it feels like I had before I had you, Kelly, and I think this was really why we met. I had a seller in tears who said, I just feel like my stuff is crap and I shouldn't even bother trying to sell my house. So I didn't use that stager anymore.
Yeah, nobody should ever feel that way. So
yeah, and so to be, you know, respectful of them and their things and their emotions is really important. So if you're a realtor who consults with your clients, who cares about your clients, who you know, my favorite thing about this is helping people through the process. If that's who you are, then get a staging consultant who does the same thing.
Yeah, I think we have kind of the same philosophy and obviously the same goals. So yeah, it's a good partnership.
Yeah, right. And good results. I mean, it really works. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments and I will reply. If you want to reach out to Kelly, Kelly's local to me. I'm in Naperville and she's not far away. So if you want to reach out to her, how should they do that, Kelly? Through social media or?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page, KW Staging and Redesign. That's
there you go.
Thank you.
So send her a message through there, and I can't recommend her highly enough.
Thank you, Ruth. I appreciate it.
Well, it's true. Thanks so much. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.